Didn't you have something to say? This is what I've heard. You had something to say about Ronnie, which I don't
No.
even care about that family. That's why I don't know anything about it, right? But did you
So,
have something to say about Ronnie and somebody drug you for it or something?
well, okay. So what
Not sure.
happened
I don't know.
was I've been watching Lisa for about 6 or 9 months, and then I noticed her family kind of coming on and dry baking. Jess was in the hospital, which she just did it once. She's like, "I'm in the hospital, guys," and but then I seen Ronnie come on and say, "Yeah, Lisa's using a Cash App with Ronnie in it. That's not mine, but this is mine. But don't send me anything." And I was like, "You."
Right? Yeah.
Dry vegan bitch. So I made a video, and all I said was, I find it convenient that in now you're just trying to get money by saying that's not, and I just found it convenient that she said that.
Well, let me pray for you. I pray miracles over your life, Tata. I know you've been going through a lot. But I also know God's got you. And I know you're freaking strong. So, fuck that snake. I know. I'm just saying. Was it a snake or was it a snake? In the house. They wanted to catch those mice. Well, then we'll pray for the snake, okay? I wouldn't want to fuck with you. Okay, here we go. Mary. Cuddle noodles. Hey, just gotta
Thank you all so much
rebrand
for
them.
joining us this evening for our Stressed and Sexy support group. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces. Well,
Once every 3 weeks to see how she's doing. I don't
I
want to
mean,
give
do
her.
we best of us, especially those who have a big heart?
And then Crystal came along. Well, first it was Chrissy Ahmed, and I knew she was a spy from day one because the day I talked to her, the first
Oh
day on
wow.
the phone, she was sending me Raggedy's address, Raggedy's name, Google Earth picture of her house. And I was like, okay, I don't need all that, but thanks. And then that was it. And then I caught her trying to record my phone calls and just whatever. But Crystal, now when Crystal started calling me a few weeks back, I don't even know why. She said it. She said that she sent me a message and said that English came to her and said, "Hey, you know, you're being outed as the one that," which I do owe Nookie a freaking massive apology because I was told and showed a picture that Nookie was posting my son's picture, and it wasn't. It was Lone Ranger. And then Crystal sent me a she was talking about
Boss
my
lady, I can go ahead and show proof of that right now on my green screen if you'd like them to
it,
see that after you tell this story.
what, that she's Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even put two and two together, and she was showing me her conversation with my twin, and I was like, "Oh, you go by Lone Ranger?" She's like, "Yeah." And then I believe Cliff Notes Anna had sent the proof that it was Lone Ranger with my son Bubba's picture, and I was like, "Oh my god."
I respect Cliff Notes, man.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, I like this whole time I'm being duped because I'm extremely naive. I'm not gonna, I have a hard exterior just because, I mean, shit, I've been to prison. I've, I'm a very sensitive person. So I do have a hard shell to
I hear that.
protect. Yeah. I mean, you got to protect yourself. You're just, when you're a sensitive person, and I'm extremely sensitive.
That's why I felt like I could relate to you, because trust me,
Yeah.
I'm there with you.
Yeah. You're a sweetheart. And it's sad that just, people had this preconceived notion of me, and I'm not a bad person. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's so much evil, and I know that, Chrissy Ahmed but Crystal, I'm still in shock over Crystal. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. That took me for a loop, and I'm still in shock.
Yeah, the hypocrisies on this app, and especially this side, is just, it's outstanding. It's almost to the point where it's a little creepy and weird. Straight up.
Yeah.
And it's so, I feel so much of what you just said in that. But yes, where Crystal is concerned, I mean, these people want to think that I watch all their fucking shit. And in fact, I don't. I didn't even know that Crystal and Lisa had that whole fucking airport thing, okay? All I knew is that some lady was fucking watching my live, came into my DM, said, "Oh my God, I love watching you, but I have to watch from the outside because of who I am." I didn't know. I let her fucking in, right? And she fucking duped me. Just like a lot of these people on the app. And the funny thing is that she's working with all of these people.
Oh yeah, she just gave WTF
But
my
we do
phone
have that in
number.
common. We have her in common, so.
Well, I knew the airport thing was just so suspicious. And I was texting people that night, like, this doesn't make any sense. This was not planned out. And this just looks like a scam. And
I didn't watch it.
it was a train wreck. I couldn't watch it. And then
I didn't like what she did to fucking Malay. I can tell you that. All of them. Honestly, all I can say, I don't want to speak anymore in that situation because it really fucking affected me. And these people don't even fucking care that she's stalking the fuck out of me all over this fucking app, right? Nobody cares about that. So I'm not even going to speak about it.
But why? It just, well, yeah. I mean, she's got to get away from it because it eats at her. Like, she's like, I'm getting away from this
At the end
app.
of the day, I was just going to say that. At the end of the day, she needs fucking professional help.
But what's the point? Like, I don't know. Like when the first night I talked to her, she was telling me she still had all my original lives from the first couple days I went live. And I was like, holy hell, like those were so boring. I can't believe you still have those. Well, that's whenever I realized she was the one that took my YouTube photos, because that night I had some pictures I was going to show and everybody's like, well, go to YouTube. And I said, I'm going to have to create a new one because I have pictures of my son. And somebody kept telling me, create a new one, just go create a burner. She must have flew over there and got all my pictures, and
Oh, I'm sure.
and I'm disappointed because my son was covered up that night. And my ex is very particular about that because, I don't want to give too much info, but, our pasts include, problems with SA in our family. And we're very,
And that's the shitty thing. That's the shitty thing about this app, is that some horrible things have happened to you. Some horrible things have happened to Itty. I can't even say that horrible of things have happened to me, but, it's disgusting. It's disgusting that things, especially trauma like that, has to be drug. It's so gross.
It's awful. It's awful. And, Crystal's the one that found all that stuff on WTF and sent it to me because she had
I can't hear you, honey. You might be on mute.
Am I? No. I'm here. You want to turn the comments on? Maybe see if they can hear me.
We can't hear you, hon.
You can't? You there?
Mods, turn on the comments for a minute. Tell me if you can hear her. Or somebody text me.
See, I can see the screen flickering. Can you guys hear me? Oh, that's crazy.
I can't hear her.
You can hear? Okay. Oh, that's wild.
You can hear me? I can't hear her.
See, I see my little box lighting up. Oh, that's wild. Oh, you want me to drop and come
I
back
can't
up?
hear you at all.
Okay. Drop me. What? I don't even know who you are, Josh. How do I drop? How the hell do I drop out?
She got booted.
You are
I can hear you now.
you
I can
are
hear you
lost
now.
your
As long as
lost your
y'all
mind.
can be respectful, we can leave the comments on, but I'm going to need you to be respectful, okay? I've had way too much shit talked on me, and she has too, okay? Seriously, I'm tired. Okay, but I'd really like to hear a story, so if you can be respectful, y'all.
Well, I want to know what I lied about today.
You lied about something today? Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, this Kelly.
What'd you lie about?
I farted, and then I told everybody at work I didn't. I did a drive-by.
I don't know exactly where I left off. So you just go ahead and continue, and I'll put the pieces together.
What was I talking about?
Crop dust, dude. All I asked is Tracy's name. Stay out of stuff. I don't know. Are you, see, I don't know all the Tracys, man.
All I did
know
was say,
Lili's always really nice to me.
I'll say she just came in my live that night, and then they realized that, you know, they had both been duped by Ronnie, but that's it. I mean, she's the one that's come after me. I don't say nothing about her. I think we were talking about Crystal, and then, because I was told that Nookie was the one that had a picture of my son. He did not.
Right.
And this whole time it was Crystal, but I was getting sent pictures, and I don't know. I feel like,
believe it or not, I don't like to shit talk on people. It's just when they at me all fucking day long.
Yeah.
That's when I start to talk shit.
Oh, I'm going to defend myself. I don't care. You know, like I've allowed my daughters to be. Yeah, that's all. I just let my platform allowed Ronnie be busted. That was it. The little 5 minutes of, she's extremely calculated. And, you know, she did dupe me. And that's the thing. I'm very naive that way because she duped the hell out of me. And I feel like shit for that. But I mean, that says more about her than about me. So,
you know, there's a lot of people in here. So let me just tell my little story about Crystal and how she roped me in. Okay. In fact, she had come in that live that day and she was like, I really like listening to you and your friends, you know, you guys have a lot of nice stuff to say. And my friends were like, no, you don't want her in here. Well, I'm a free thinker. Okay. So if you haven't done anything to me, like, I'm going to hear you out. Right. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, so the next time we were in a live together, she came in and I was like, let me hear her. And I was being triggered that night. It was the only time on this app I'd ever been triggered. Okay. And I really wanted to fucking drink bad. But instead, I decided to let Crystal rope me in, showing me all of her animals, right? And the next thing I know, she's messaging me, you know, how she always wanted a girlfriend and, you know, all that stuff. And so, of course, you know, she manipulated the fuck out of me too. But I could go through months and months worth of shit on this phone, right? We'll save that for another life. Anyway, boss lady.
Well, I mean, we were kind of both, you know, mutually just pissed off at whatever. And then she even said she's better than the FBI, and she was not joking. I mean, she she found a lot of stuff. And I was like, holy shit. So now, as much as WTF talks about me, I mean, I could have blasted her. But what I did was I sent this stuff over to Chrissy Ahmed and I said, listen, here's these, corn sites that I seen her on, and Ford Escort sites. And so I said,
Say more of one of her personalities, Satan.
yeah. So I just said that, hey, just to let you know, go tell your buddy WTF that I know that she is an escort and all this other stuff.
Was she just started sending me this shit, and I'm like, I don't even know who this lady is. Like, it was crazy to me. Anyway,
When did you find out who she was?
I mean, I can go back and look on my phone right now. It was literally through Crystal. She sent me all that shit. She sent me. She sent me all that shit. It's on my phone, and I have the audio of her telling me where this lady freaking goes and escorts at. I didn't even know who she was. So,
Well,
so
yeah.
that right there is all. She sent me all that shit. It's on my phone because mine corroborates with you and the way that she was playing us at the same time. That in fact we did not do all this, and we are not Judge Judy, and we'll go ahead and save that for when I'm not so fucking tired.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Judge Judy did a great thing. I mean, called people out, even called me out on a couple of videos. Yeah. Found some old videos of me and called me out on crap. And absolutely, I have no problem. Listen, I will take my lumps. If I do something screwed up, which I have done 100 times, I put my foot in my mouth, I will own up to it. But one thing that pisses me off is one person can do it, but another person can't. And it all depends on who it is. For example, not to jump around the story, but the other night on somebody's live, it was Anna's, and Villain was in there talking about, yep, I saw the federal indictments on Boss Lady. I saw them. I saw this. I saw that. Well, where are they? Where are they? But why is nobody calling her
Where
on
is
it?
she? That's what I'd like to know. Where is she? Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Always MIA.
She literally lied. She literally lied.
Yep.
And guess what? All of these people watching from the outside and the in will flock to her the next time she goes live. It's fucking crazy. It's so weird. And do you know, let me just say this for the record, that freaking Villain made like $6,000 off of her YouTube subscribers and all that shit, all based off of Itty's fucking trauma. Now, how fucking gross is that? It's fucking disgusting. And we want to talk about all these GoFundMes and all the GoFundMe she's had. But you know what? At the end of the day, Boss Lady, you're the fucking evil person here. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking nuts?
I'll take it. I'll take it. But one thing I don't like is a bully. I've said that from day one. I don't like a bully. I never have since high school to now. I mean, I was 30 years ago I graduated. But I'm telling you, I don't like a bully. And the one thing anybody, even English, can say this, she was in my lives from day one. And I never, even when
Yep, Satan. Yep, I know. I've seen that. No wonder they give me a hard time about coming in there. I love coming in your lives.
Well, I don't, even when Tay, who ended up being a worm, but when Tay came in, everybody's like, oh, that's the girl that ripped Lisa off. And I'm like, okay, let her tell her story. Don't bully her. I don't let anybody get attacked. I don't bully anybody. I'm not mean. And people are saying stuff about me talking with Lori Jones. When Lori goes live, she's doing it. Okay, she's done her stuff. We all have. She's just in there dancing around, doing her dishes, having a good time. So, okay, I was nice to her. People started bullying her. So I came out and I said, every time somebody bullies her, I'm going to send her a $5 gift. And they finally stopped. But you know what I mean? And it's sad that I had to do that.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. That's crazy.
I was dogged.
No wonder. I mean, listen, I ain't going to judge you for it. I ain't going to judge you. Yep. Listen, I lost my whole crew because I wanted to hang out with Itty. Well, guess what? She was the first fucking creator I saw on here, man. Her and Sparkly Jen. And I fucking loved watching them, right? And I saw all the shit that they did to her. And I've gotten to know her, man. There's fucking always three sides.
Yeah,
Always.
always. She
And
seems sweet. I've never watched her alive,
man,
but
she's fucking more of a woman than half of these people I've met on this app, dude. Seriously. She's given me so much good advice, man. She's like the big sister I never fucking had. I'm telling you.
well, we should judge people by who they
Kitty is
are.
amazing.
Yeah, just judge people by who they are, not
But
what
that's
you've
the thing.
heard.
That's the shitty thing about this app, man, is that hey, I'm corny. Thank you. I didn't even know I had a goal. I don't do any of that shit. But yeah, man, like I'm just a free thinker and I like who I like on here, and it's so shitty that you see all the these horrible things going on here, but I get judged for fucking being in a fit of rage because I keep hearing somebody call me uglier or a fucking D word, or you know what I mean? It's
That's awful.
it's gross, and I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. I
That's
just don't.
awful. I love my LGBTQ. I can't. That's just, I don't understand hate. I don't understand any of that. I don't.
Well, I think they hate me because of my personality, to be honest with you, and I really don't give a fuck. But I'm just sick of it.
You got a good personality. You're full of life. How was that bad? How was that bad to be full of life?
Like I was telling Itty earlier today, y'all, I freaking was such an awesome person when I first came to this app, right? And now I don't even fucking want to be decent to a complete stranger when I'm on here. I mean, I can't,
Isn't that
I can't even
sad?
fathom being like that.
You got
And it
burnt.
makes me feel gross.
That's sad. Well, I want to go back. I want to go back to having fun lives and just, like the other day, telling funny stories on myself. Well, here comes, I don't even know these two girls' names. What's the one? Allegedly, she's always making new pages just to say something stupid. I call her WTF Junior, but some other girl, I don't even know her freaking name. But the other day I buy stuff in bulk at Sam's Club, and I put my laundry soap in one.
Absolutely, a little bit. That's
Yeah.
right.
And I sprinkled it on my damn cereal, and I accidentally ate laundry soap. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, my daughter Asia was laughing her ass off. I was like, I got to tell this story on TikTok. You know
real.
what? Turn around to good. Boss lady should eat soap. She's a freaking liar. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
But here's how I look at it. If you affected one person in a positive way, that's all that matters.
That's
And you know how
true.
many times you've affected me in a positive way? And you know how many times I've cried with you? Like there's no way in hell. Like I couldn't listen to them say any longer. Everyone needs to be heard. Because no one, in fact, has heard you. No one has put you in a box.
Isn't
And
that sad?
and I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if I want to come back to this shit after tomorrow. It's so
Well, WTF's
but
gone, so
I needed to do this, and I needed to hear your story because you've impressed me the last couple days, and I'll just say it.
Oh, Christy's so
See,
sweet.
Christy's the MVP.
Listen, when I was being attacked by Raggedy, this girl went in head
No.
first and just attacked Raggedy like, bitch. Like, it was funny. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, because I don't know all the gossip on people because I literally,
Emphasis on TikTok sick.
I just take people for who they are. Like, I used to listen to, I think she's in here, that Cass 0399.
I love everybody until they give me a reason not to, and then I just don't want to associate with them.
Well, I would sit here and,
don't
on my
hate
days
them.
off. Right. But I like to listen to people's lives. So I'll put my earbuds in, I'll clean the house.
too.
And I like that Cass. They talk about stuff around the house and cooking and recipes. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is nice. I like lives like this, But I think somebody booted me out of her live one day. So it was like, well, okay, I tried.
Been there,
But they-
done that, man.
But she was nice and respectful because somebody was like, oh, boss lady's in here, I'm leaving. She didn't care. She's like, welcome in, boss lady. She was so nice.
Miss Mary Jane. Y'all, Miss Mary Jane is my friend outside of this app, okay?
Aw.
You need to come hang out in Satan herself in Malay's live with us sometime. Oh my gosh, I should fit right in, girl. Anyway, sorry.
No. I know. I feel like
love her.
I got so jaded, and I hate that because I'm just even my kid, my daughter sent me this text message the other day, and I had to cry. She goes, "Mom, you're just not yourself. You're just not yourself lately." She goes,
sucks,
"I feel like TikTok has ruined you." And me and my oldest daughter, we were just getting back to talking and fixing our relationship. And Crystal, of course, asked me, "Oh, is your other daughter on here?" Yeah, I sent her a screenshot. Bam, that was it. That was all she wrote, you know?
Oh, I didn't need to say any more, saying other than yes, we need to go in. Yeah, no, absolutely. I freaking know because listen, I got Crystal baited me into fucking doing that video on Sparkly Jen when I freaking went in a fit of rage and put her picture up. Which let me reiterate again for the 100th time, nobody would have even known there was a kid in that original photo if she wouldn't have outed it or you wouldn't have been Facebook friends with her because that kid was not in my video. Okay. Anyway, she fucking literally called me and I'm at my house, like, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's my day off. And she's like, oh my God, Sparkly Jen's over there. She's fucking calling you ugly. Somebody said this, somebody said that. I'm like, what? Well, Angela with the blue butterfly had just given me that picture. And so I was like, oh, fuck, no, you are not going to fucking sit here and trash me all day when I'm fucking working and just living life. And so I did it in a fit of rage, right? And ever since then, people fucking hate me. And it's ridiculous. I fucking took accountability and I apologize. And ever since then, everybody fucking hates me. It's crazy. But look at the shit that's going on, man. I fucking take my gifts. I go into people like Nana's and fucking Cass and all them fucking Malay. And I re-gift all that shit to the fucking beautiful, awesome women on this fucking. But everybody hates me for that one fucking thing.
Now I seen that picture because Crystal sent it to me, but you know the child was blocked out. I didn't even see a kid.
I
just saw her.
specifically put my hat on to do that.
Yeah,
and you know what? It was fucking wrong still to even fucking compare and be like, I'm ugly. You know what I mean? It was wrong, but it was a fit of fucking rage. And that's sometimes the fucking human, you know, it's just fucking human. It's human.
But all over Reddit is pictures of me that they caught on Facebook from work.
No,
from
standard, man.
And that's what I'm saying. It's double standards. If we're gonna sit and complain because Sparkly Jen is on there, well then why are you Facebook stalking me and my work? And it's just crazy.
That's so nuts. I know they doxed my phone number today, which I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, but I mean that should just prove to you that she didn't fucking have shit anyway. You only have my phone number.
Well, I'll tell you
Give me a fucking break, dude. I've got. Listen, you know how I have everybody on this fucking. You don't do that shit. And the only reason why I have that stuff is because all these motherfuckers that we're all 6 degrees separated from